Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you are not new. My name is Jenny. Today I'm going to show you guys what fits in my bag between the Alma BB as well as the Nano Speedy. Now I've had the Nano Speedy for a few months. I got it in March, I believe. Then I've had the Alma BB only for a few weeks, but I did previously own this bag and I decided to sell it because it wasn't really working out for my lifestyle. But ever since then I have really downsized and I've really been into mini bags. I have opted to accommodate everything in my bag to mini bags, so I really feel like I have been just enjoying carrying less. It's less strain on my body, on my shoulders and my arm, so I do really like mini bags, which is why I decided to put this one back into my life, and I do really love it. I do actually have a story about this bag and the seller that I got it from, so I'm a little upset. So if you guys watched my unboxing video, or my bag reveal rather, I did let you guys know that I got this bag from a reseller and I've had a few issues with them so far, so I am going to make a separate video on that. I'm so sorry that I ever recommended them, but I'm like really upset with them right now. So positive vibes right now. I really have been loving this bag and I'm really happy that I was able to get it. Probably not for the best price. I think it would have been better purchasing this brand new, but I still haven't decided if I want to do that yet because there are a few things that I want to purchase and add to my collection before I decide to completely repurchase this bag. I'm sorry if you guys can hear that. My boyfriend's actually stepping out. As far as my Nano Speedy, I've only worn it a few times. I'm not even gonna lie, I haven't worn this a ton, but I still really love it and I'm just obsessed with this bag right now. I do get scared because of the vachetta. There's like a really slight patina, if any, and I wore it like maybe 3 times and then I wore it another time just to take photos, but I wore an eco bag, or a canvas bag rather. I brought it with me in that bag and I just took it out for the photo, but I didn't use it for that day. So I have been a little paranoid. I think there will come a time where I'm completely just over it and I just will want to wear this bag over and over again, but I really have been babying this bag a lot, which doesn't really bother me. I'm not bothered that I'm scared to wear a bag. Like, I know eventually I will end up reaching for it a lot more, but for now sometimes you just want to enjoy your piece as is. I also wanted to mention the bag chain. I do sell them for $50 each. It is hypoallergenic alloy metal, gold plated, and it is 31.5 centimeters in case you guys are wondering. I do ship pretty fast unless you make an order on Friday or like during the weekend, then I will ship the following Monday. I do want to mention that, but I do really love my bag chains and a few of you guys who also purchased them really love them as well, so I'm really happy about that. But yes, I do really love this piece and I am really happy with it. I do think that the red glazing is not as thick as I would like it. I would like it to be a little bit thicker and a little bit more smooth, but I feel like they really just, it was not enough here on this portion. But anyway, it's not like a full review about this bag. I just want to let you guys know just a little bit, but let's go ahead and see what fits in both of them and what I have to take out, whether I'm using this one or that one. So yes, let's go ahead and get started. So I want to show you guys what can fit in each. I've actually already filmed a video on my Nano Speedy of what fits in here, but just so you guys can see the differences between both bags. So let's go ahead and, this one's kind of dark because I don't have the one with the red interior, so I do apologize if you guys are having a little bit of trouble looking into this one, but I will do my best and still try to show you. I did get a question on whether the mini pochette fits in here, and it does, but because I have the silk screening, I don't know that I would want to put it in and out of here like all the time. So let's see if I can zoom you in a little bit more. Okay, so it does fit in there pretty nicely. You can use it as a divider, say. So I'll go ahead and put like my key clay on that side. You can put your AirPods over there, and then let's say on this side you want to put something else, so you can put your Caudalie spray in there. It stands up perfectly like your lip liner. You can put cosmetics on this side, a perfume, another lip product, and like everything fits in there pretty nicely. So just from me putting everything in here, I honestly feel like the Speedy Nano holds a little bit more than the Alma, but we'll just keep on going. Also, I do want to show you guys, like, if a phone fits in there, it does. This is the iPhone 10. This is like just the 10, not the 10s or anything. This phone actually doesn't work. I just like using it for like purposes of showing it in a video, only because I did get water damage in it and I completely paid off the phone. But it's one of those things where you'd rather just keep it than give it to Apple and have them like discard it or something. So it fits in there without a case perfectly, but I would recommend that it would probably have to be one of the first things to go in first. So my AirPod is kind of getting stuck. I think if I have the newer ones, which I want to get, it might fit in a little bit easier, but you can also just like put it on the top there. And there honestly is no issue with zipping it. Like, this bag is amazing. It holds so much, so I love that. And like I said, I used a key clay instead of a card holder. So I'm gonna take everything out of here, including the mini pochette. We're gonna take that out. So let's go ahead and pack up the Alma BB. Oh, I have the keys in there. So let's do the mini pochette, the phone. I guess I can put my phone in the case. I think they hold about the same. With the Speedy Nano, I do have to kind of adjust the items, only because it is a small opening, but I know that with that item. But this one is pretty big, but you're still limited to the amount of things that you can fit in here. So let me put everything that I had in there, in here, and then a lip balm. Honestly, they hold the same amount, only because when you're closing this bag, you don't want any distortion on the zipper, and you don't want it to kind of cave in or anything. You don't want it to be distorted, basically, because of the shape. You want it to keep it like that, or else it will get all wonky, which I have seen some pretty loved ones pretty wonky. So everything fits in there pretty nicely. And the thing is, I can't really put, maybe I can put like another hand sanitizer on top. That still looks fine, but the problem with this bag is that you can't really put anything past, I would say, past here. You can't put anything past here, only because of the shape of it. So it will get really distorted. So I would say that they hold about the same items. Like, if I actually decided to bring my full-size wallet, let's say, and I also wanted to bring my key clay, I would be very limited. I would be very limited with space. Can you see that? Like, I don't have space for a perfume. This one, like, let's see. Oh, I can still zip it up, I suppose. So you can carry a full-size wallet with this one. I think the biggest difference is that you can carry a full-size wallet with this purse, but I would say that like your phone and everything does not fit in comfortably, because like, okay, I have my phone in there. I usually don't put my phone in my bags because I'm always carrying it. It does distort it a little bit. I don't know if you can see that there, and I just don't want to risk it. So you can't put things in there that's too wide or anything, and you're very limited to the amount of space that you're able to use up here. Like, you have to put really thin items. I would say you could put your key clay up there, put this in there. I'm not exactly sure I would do that. I know that when you see the bags and you think that they carry the same amount of things, but you're like, oh, maybe I can carry a little bit more with this bag, but in all actuality, they pretty much carry the same. I think that with this one, obviously you have to use a card holder, but I would use a card holder. Also, my wet wipes don't fit in with this. I have this push thing from Daiso. It just makes it a little bit easier to get the wet wipes, but it doesn't really fit nicely in my bag. So my wet wipes actually don't really fit in any of these items perfectly, so I do have to bring the little individual packs for both of the bags because of the case that I put on it, so it doesn't fit in nicely. But I also don't have a clochette for this, so I'll tell you guys that in a minute. So I feel like the only difference is that you would be able to carry a pretty like nice size wallet, like a compact one, compact-ish, and the Victorine wallet is like my staple wallet. I really want to make sure that it fits in pretty much most of my bags, but if I do carry the Nano Speedy, I do opt to carry a card case only because it takes up a pretty big space in the bag. It's not anything, okay, let me just put the sanitizer in there so you can see for reference. It's not too bad, but it's just a little bit of a hassle to get in and out of, so I'd rather just bring a little mini key clay and just call it a day. And that fits in really nicely. This bag holds a lot of stuff. Between the both of them, I would say that I would get the Speedy Nano before you get the Alma. Although the Alma will always increase in price and it's a little bit more, so if you have the money to dish out for the Alma and you want it right away, then of course go ahead and just get the Alma, because it's just a classic bag and it's really timeless. You'll be able to dress this up or dress it down. I think this looks really good with casual outfits as well, but for me personally, if I had to choose one and I was on a little bit of a budget and I had to decide which one would I get, I would definitely get the Nano Speedy, if you can get your hands on it, that is, because it is a pretty hard to find piece, although it has been readily available online with the pandemic. I got this early on when the lockdown happened, but I still really love it, and I'm really happy that I was able to get it during that time, because I don't think that I would have been able to find it in stores. So I would say get the Nano Speedy because it's hard to find if you can, and because it is going to be a staple piece. I feel like the older that people get, the less they feel the need to carry with them, unless they have kids, of course. But for me personally, I've been enjoying the mini bags. So yeah, I did bring along the Alma with me recently, but I just felt like the shape was a little bit too stuffy, and I personally don't remember what I had in here, but I know that I was not able to carry everything comfortably, and I had to always rearrange things and kind of move them around, whereas this, it's just a little bit of a black hole, so you can throw anything you want in there. Just take your hand, fiddle around with it, and you can find whatever you need. But that doesn't bother me too much because I know that I have to do that with this bag. But for this one, because it has a bigger opening, it makes me feel like I should be able to just go in this bag and find whatever I need readily available and not have to dig for anything, which sometimes I do. I think both of the bags has its pros and cons depending on which print you go for. Obviously, if you go for the Alma BB in monogram, you're going to have the same issue with the Vachetta if you're scared of that. But if you go for this one, it's very carefree, just very easy for every day. But like I said, this bag is pretty hard to find, and I find it functional for me because I can throw it around and wear it and use it. So yeah, I think at this point it's pretty much just personal preference and the print that you would get them in. A lot of people opt for the Alma BB and Dami Bean because it is such a classic look to Louis Vuitton, but I think right now a lot of people are also obsessed with the Nano Speedy. So this is very, very difficult if you guys are trying to pick your first bag and whatnot, but I think for certain I would have to go with this one. So this one wins in this battle. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel down below, and hopefully I will see you guys in my next bag battles. I don't know, in my next what fits in my bags, comparing two bags. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.